Princess Leia Organa Endor. Princess Leia rendezvoused with the rebel fleet and helped organise a plan to destroy the Empire's new Death Star. They would head to Endor and knock out the space station's shield generator. Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we're reviewing Princess Leia Endor from Return of the Jedi and the brand new kind of phase that's just come out. And I'm really glad that I got these guys because I actually missed the Heroes of Endor pack, and when I saw these actually coming out I thought they looked fantastic and thought I might even have to wait until the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. But lo and behold, I guess like a couple months later, you know, they're actually out for initial launch and they look amazing. There must be something about this packaging and the green and with kind of like the Endor kind of look as well, because this is my favourite Leia and she looks great. So anyway, getting on with the packaging, we've got Star Wars Return of the Jedi with the green around here flowing into a picture with that nice Mr. Green into a great actual pencil drawing of Princess Leia. On the side we've got that pencil drawing once again, and also the bio. She's number 3 in the wave for Return of the Jedi, and on the side the green just carries on straight back to the front again. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad girl open. Well, here she is in a blister pack. There's nothing else sort of new or anything there. We've just got her literally just floating there in the blister pack with her kind of cape just hanging out, and it's just her actual pistol as an accessory. So we're just going to pull her out, take our first impressions. And yeah, that face sculpt looks great. The figure actually feels quite solid as well, and can't wait to actually take some pictures. So, we'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. We've been away, we've taken her photos, and I must admit this is fantastic, and Hasbro have done a brilliant job, and for me I actually really enjoyed this figure. So she comes with a bunch of accessories as well, and we just get straight to it by looking at these. So the first accessory that she has is a blaster. However, Hasbro, they have put the wrong blaster with this. It is slightly a bit different. It's not as long as the A New Hope Princess Leia blaster, and they've actually painted the silver tip where they didn't need to, but nonetheless it's there. She's got a right hand trigger finger, and the detailing in the gun is pretty much what we always get, and it's done well. So that can come out and actually go into her holster on the side. It pokes right through, right down to the bottom, and comes out down there. And the second accessory, or a main accessory I would say, is the actual helmet itself. And it's done all in the nice colours. We've got the brown leather, the strap, we've got that blue-green kind of come around the metal part onto the sort of armadillo kind of shell helmet. But all the detailing, the sort of dents and chips and marks and dirt, it's all there and done pretty cool. So it's all held together underneath the chin, and it goes into like a little, we've got a little nub bit that comes underneath that sort of secures the helmet. So we can put our finger in there, pop it and take the helmet off, and yeah, it's good. It feels like it's not going to chip the helmet, like the hair or anything like that, and it just slides straight back over, which is pretty good. So put that to one side, and the other accessory which she really comes with is kind of her belt. So we've got the pouch, we've got that silver clip and that kind of webbing. You can actually see the detailing there, that's really good. Into the leather holster, and then around to the back, and yeah, you know, it's all done pretty good. And so to the poncho as well. So the poncho is made of a kind of a really nice material actually. It's sort of soft on the inside. We've got this kind of sort of extra texture on this side here. There is a sort of a makeshift hood, but it's actually attached to the actual poncho itself, and that sort of just literally, it's all one piece. So the belt kind of holds it in place and actually just lifts over there, and then we can lift up these arms and it kind of just goes underneath. So it's not like sleeves or anything, it's actually a poncho, which is pretty cool. Maybe this bit's a bit too high because it does ride up a little bit too much sometimes over her. But with the belt we can actually unclip that just there, which is like a little nub part on this, unattaches, and then we can actually take this away, and then the poncho can just come straight off, and then we can pull the belt through. So it's also done in that nice camouflage, and I think it's actually quite a close look to the actual figure itself. And then we've got her like this, and unfortunately without the belt we can see her kind of joint, but we can actually put this back around on her, close it. Obviously it's going to be a little bit slack because obviously we haven't got the poncho, but how cool is this? We've actually got two figures in one, really. Yeah, okay, you know, with the poncho and all that, she needs some clothes underneath it, but this kind of portrays that kind of end scene Princess Leia, where I thought she wore this outfit a little bit more often in the actual film itself, or maybe she was wearing this before they went to Endor, but I know she was definitely wearing it at the end where Han Solo's kind of sort of attending her wound. So it's the actual kind of rebel general outfit as well, which is respectively quite done. So we might as well just go over the sculpt while we're going through it, and then we'll go to the articulation. So the actual Princess Leia face, I think, is pretty good. I think they've done a really good job, and we'll compare her to the other Princess Leias that we got at the end of the video. The actual shirt itself, going down into the sort of riffles and, you know, all the sort of folds and all that, is done well. The actual contrast of the different colours to the back and down to the legs with the yellow stripe, and then down to her sort of like leatherette boots with all these kind of crinkles on there. I think that's really well sculpted as well. The only thing I'm still a bit umming and ahhing whether I prefer these type of knees compared to double jointed kind of knee parts. I just think sometimes they look a little bit odd when you sort of stand them upright without a bend or anything in the leg, and when you do bend and turn them to the side, to me it's that kind of lip bit here that makes me a little bit odd of it. But then talking about the articulation as well, so we can really go into that now. So we can left, right, down, up. We've got the lower neck movement as well. We've got the upper neck movement, so we've got a lot of sort of swagger around there. We have no butterfly joint, unfortunately, but we can go around and down. Oh, is that a butterfly? No, it's not. Kind of sort of second guess myself there. We've got a elbow bend there, and with a rotation. We've got a rotation at the wrist and a hinge. Obviously we've got that waist movement there, which you can look down this far, look back this far. Our legs can come up this far and then back. Rotation at the upper thigh, and we've got that single jointed knee, and also the rocker and the pivot at the ankle. And she has no problem sitting down on the speeder bike. Obviously this isn't the Heroes of Endor pack, but I do have the Bandai one, and she fits fine. She sits very fine on it. The only thing, maybe it's a little bit too big for her as she can't reach the pedals, but nonetheless it's fine. And I also forgot her kind of communicator or Apple wristwatch that she has there. But all in all, I actually really think this character's done surprisingly well. I think it's done well. I mean, we can compare her to A New Hope, Princess Leia, and you can see literally where they've come from. You know, they've leaps and bounds. This is the 40th anniversary one, as I got rid of the other one because it looked a bit like a man-ape. I think the second runner-up is Bespin Hoth Princess Leia. She looks pretty good, but I think she looks quite dull-like. I think maybe it's just the colouring on there compared to this one. I think they've actually got the skin tone done nice. The only thing I would say is maybe the eyebrows are a bit glossy, because sometimes it looks like she's got a shaved eyebrow, but they are definitely there and looking pretty good. And she does have quite wide eyes as well in Return Jedi. I've literally just watched it, and she's got quite a lot of eyeliner on there. And then this one, Bespin Escape. This was my favourite, but I do think this one's taken over. She looks a bit like 11 from Stranger Things, more I look at her. But yeah, I really think this is my new pinnacle Leia. I really like it, and I've really enjoyed it. And just having the different looks for one figure is amazing. You know, considering like these two are exactly the same, apart from the comlink on the side and her boots. You know, but this one has the poncho and the general outfit, which is fantastic. So yeah, I really like it, and I'm going to start reviewing the next ones, which will be out probably tomorrow. So guys, girls, thank you for joining me on this one. Comment down below which is your favourite Princess Leia, and you can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description down below, and you can subscribe and ding that bell. So until next time, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.